But yeah. So first things first, we're gonna have a little bit of audience participation. So we can have the voice languages in either English or Japanese, and Japanese is about 4 seconds faster, but English sounds a lot better. So go type it in the chat. We'll just tally the votes up at the end here when I'm done with my spiel. But yeah, other than that, yeah. So yeah, I'm nicnacnic. As I said before, I'm the current world record holder. I actually got the world record twice during practice, but yeah, and I'm joining with Puzzle here. He's gonna be my co-commentator. He's gonna be doing lore, so if you wanna plug yourself, go right ahead.
Hello, hello. Thank you for the introduction, nicnacnic. I'll be here talking about lore, talking about any quests that we're doing, if any skips or glitches are missed or not explained, I'll be here. But I run the game myself. I primarily do the DLC runs, so Blood and Wine and Heart of Stone. Great game, by the way, but happy to be here.
Alright, great. And I know there's a lot of misconceptions about this, but the incentive is actually going to close about 2 hours into the run, so you still got some time to donate for that. So, yeah, hopefully we can hit 3K, and please vote, please, if you're going to donate, please vote for kill Siri, because that is a lot faster than saving Siri, and I have more practice than that anyway. So, yeah, without further ado, if someone wants to count down. Actually, let me change, looks like someone wants English, so we'll just do that. Let me just switch that real quick. Switch from Japanese to English. Alright, so someone wants to count us down.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and...
Yeah, actually, just one more thing. We're going to play on Just a Story, which is the easiest difficulty. So yeah, go right ahead.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so yeah, welcome. So you might hear me spamming my keyboard for a sec here. Just gonna get through these opening cutscenes.
So as we start the game, you'll see a lot of the dialogue going by rather quickly. And as a community, we promote healthy speedrunning. And what I mean by that is we have an auto hotkey only for the dialogue. And that's so we don't constantly spam and hurt our wrists or hands. I, for one, play on a controller, so I'm not breaking my controller by mashing the X button. But right here in the prologue, this is kind of tutorial island. It's just kind of teaching you how to play, how the combat works. But we're gonna skip all that. So that was all a dream, and now we're getting right into the game.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be using auto hotkey, and it's really turned this category from being good at button mashing to actually being good at execution and running the game and optimizing. But yeah, so the premise of this game is basically just talking to people, and they're going to give us some information, and in exchange for that, we got to do some tasks for them. That's basically the whole premise of the game. Right now, we're going to be heading into White Orchard. We're going to be talking to a couple people. We're going to go find Yennefer here. She's going to help us lead to Ciri, and Ciri is the overarching goal of the whole game. So I'm just running over to Yennefer here. And again, that big war closes about 2 hours into the run. I'll give you like a 5-minute heads up, but please, if you're gonna donate, please donate for Ciri kill, because it's a lot faster. And let's get the 3K in this run. Yeah, it's the last bid war. Let's make it count. And here we're gonna talking to this guy in the end. Nothing special. And here we're gonna be talking to Gaunter Odin. So if you played the Hearts of Stone DLC, you might know who he is. But we're only going to be talking to him once. And then here we're coming up to a little fight here. I'm going to try a quick setup to try and not get hit by these guys. See how successful that is. Okay. Ooh, that was good RNG. Okay, we get one tap both of them. And actually, in general, this run does not have that much RNG. It has a couple spots, and I'll point that out when we get to them. But other than that, yeah. So here we're heading over to the Nilfgaardian garrison here, and we're gonna ask them about if they know anything about Yennefer, but they're gonna say yes, but in exchange they actually want some a task done. So we're gonna have to kill the griffin coming up here. So we actually need some buck form for that, and since it's on the way, we are gonna grab that. I guess I'll swim up here, up into the water here. We're gonna help back on Roach.
And the buck the buckthorn that we're picking up is an aquatic plant in the Witcher series, and it's used in this case as bait to lure the griffin out, because we're witchers, we're monster hunters. We know what attracts monsters and how to kill them effectively without getting us in danger, but fighting any monsters rough.
Yeah, and a totally unrelated note, I completely forgot to start my timer, so yeah. But anyway. Other than that, so I was trying to grab that place of power there. Unfortunately, Roach kind of was in the way, and I couldn't grab it first try. And this is an RPG, if you didn't know that already. So there's like a whole skill point system and all that. And every time you level up, you get like a skill point that you can assign for like increased damage and stuff. But yeah, and we're coming up to a small skip here. So we're actually gonna go up the back of the garrison here. We're gonna jump and roll up. Ooh, oh come on, we did our first try. Yes, okay, cool. And that just skips us. If we went through the front, we would have to deal with a bunch of cutscenes, and we just don't want to deal with that. Anyway, we're going to be jumping over here. Another little skip coming up. We're going to try. There's a cutscene when you get up to the signpost. We're going to try to skip that. I guess we learned this relatively recently, so we'll see how good this goes. We're going to be teleporting over to the bridge. Alright, cool, because sometimes if you do it too slow, you're going to get pulled back to the other signposts, and it's going to get warped into the cutscene, which is kind of annoying. But,
yeah, cutscenes make us slower. Boo,
yeah, but, anyway, we're hopping on Roach here. We're going to be heading over to the Griffin's Nest here. We're going to be examining that, because that's another requirement for the Griffin. Nothing...
By the way, this routing that you're seeing right now is brand new. This slight little signpost fast traveling, very new. So it's fun to see it still evolving.
Yeah, I'm gonna display a couple of these strats here that we just found out like a couple days ago. So see how good that goes. They're relatively small, but they do save some time. So we're gonna grab this second place of power here and call Roach. We'll be hopping on him. And we're going to be heading back over to the inn. We're going to be talking to Vezemi here and just seeing what we know, just share some information. And we got a funny little glitch to go with it as well. So feast your eyes on the flying horse. Yeah, so I don't know why that happens actually, but you guess Roach likes to fly. Anyway, we're going to hop off Roach in a specific spot here. So another little skip here. We're gonna try to keep Vesemir here trapped in the inn area so we can skip his walking animation. I don't think I got it there, but we'll see. It is a little tight. It's kind of RNG based on where Roach moves during the cutscene. Let's see. And right here I'm gonna equip some skill points. Oh, I did not equip that. Nice. I guess equip some Thunderbolt here. I think I have to. I should mention I'm using version 1.06. There are still a lot of unintentional glitches that got patched out later on in the run, so I'm gonna deal with that. And unfortunately I didn't get it, so we gotta wait for Vesemir to run all the way over here. And this is the most important skip in the game. This is why old patch saves an hour over the current patch route. So we got the Griffin fight here. First phase, pretty simple. The goal is to try to keep him on the ground for as long as possible. So 2 strong attacks, I think is fast attacking him here. Hopefully it doesn't fly up. There we go. Roach kind of ran away. Usually I'd use him here, but now I'm going to aim my crossbow. Oh, I need to do that again. A quick save here just in case, and I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to explain this escape later on when I'm done. Hold on, let me aim my crossbow again. So I'm going to wait till the game saves, and we're going to load up the game. And now this is the point in the run that I hope we don't get a copyright strike. So you're going to say goodbye to Geralt here, and we're going to be saying hello to Geralt the Hedgehog, if this works. There we go. Yeah, so now Geralt is going super speed, and we're gonna be doing this for the rest of the run. So hopefully you enjoy. I'll explain that in a second. Just say what's happening here. So right here, we're just gonna head over to the garrison here, collect our reward. We're gonna be heading back to the inn, killing a bunch of guys, and we're gonna be saying hi to Yennefer and head back to Vizima. And now we can explain what's happening here. So I'm not super technical. I don't know exactly what happens here, but I'll try my best to explain it here. So basically, this glitch got patched out in 1.07. So basically, what happens here is you aim your crossbow. I have a skill so that when you aim your crossbow, it slows Geralt's movement speed by about 50%. So the game doesn't intend that you save the game while you're aiming the crossbow and you go in slow motion. So we can actually abuse that by letting the game autosave while we're aiming the crossbow in slow motion. So the game gets confused, and when we reload the game and we aim the crossbow and have the game go slow motion, the game still thinks we're at 100% speed. Then when we let go of the crossbow, the game automatically speeds up the game again as it normally would, and then Geralt goes super fast. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not the best at explaining it. Puzzle, if you got anything else to say. Oh my god.
From my understanding is
And
when you aim the crossbow, when it's slow, Geralt's actually normal speed, but the world around you's slow. So when you save it, you save the current state of the world being slow, but you being normal. And thus, when you reload, the game's being slow and you're normal, it looks like you're super fast. When the game is just really slow. That's kind of my interpretation on it.
yeah.
But, hey, it's just a weird glitch.
Yeah, I'm not the best. I'm sorry, I'm not the best. I'm not the best at explaining it. The other runner, Kazik, who actually did this run at SGDQ a couple weeks ago, is a lot better at explaining it than I am. But Chad, I'm gonna need your help here, and if anyone asks why Geralt is going so fast, I'm gonna need you to explain it. So yeah, good luck with that. So if you're wondering why the speed glitch is not working here, is because every time we go to a different world in the game, or we control a different character, the speed glitch goes away, so we have to aim our crossbow once again to reactivate it here. And so we don't have access to the crossbow in Vizima here, just for a couple minutes. And we're going to do a little skip here, so actually just abandon the Chamberlain entirely. We're going to be going a different route through here. And then, if you want, you can load up the game and do this casually too. There is a wall here that has no hitbox at all, so we can just go right through it. Just like that. Then we're going to wait until the step counter comes up to about 80. And then we're going to turn around, and the Chamberlain here is going to warp all the way to the door. So it skips having to slowly walk behind him. Saves about 15 seconds. Good time save right there.
And this is still in current patch, so you can open up your game and do that right now.
Yep, so we're going to be talking to Yennefer. Say goodbye to her. We're not going to be seeing her for the next hour. So goodbye, Yennefer. And now we're going to be heading over to Velen, which arguably, for me anyway, is the least consistent world. I tend to die here a lot. But any percent old patch, it's a lot easier than it would normally be if you ran this game in the current patch, which I believe is 1.32 on PC anyway. So we're just going to warp over to Hangman Chewie here, and we got a long loading screen here. So I did say earlier that whenever you warp between worlds or you control another character, the speed glitch does go away. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be on roach here. So we're going to be turning and hopping over a fence. You can see that right now. The game loads. I'm turning.
What we're doing at this point in time in the game is we went to Vizima to speak and get some information on Ciri, and we were told there was a spying on Ciri. So we're gonna go talk to the spy.
Alright, yeah, so yeah, what happened there is I turned with Roach, I hopped over the fence, I got off Roach, I equipped the crossbow, and then I just aimed it and waited until the time slowed, and then I just let go of it. And now Geralt is super speed again. And again, we're going to be doing this for basically the rest of the run. So, hope you guys enjoy. And we're basically going to be heading to another waypoint here. So we're going to skip the quest objective here, and this one goes straight to the next one. Because it happens that the next trigger for the quest here is actually active. And this game in general is actually pretty linear, which is kind of upsetting. Normally you have to go to every quest objective. There are a couple spots where we can do some interesting routing, but most of the time we're going to be doing the intended route of the game. Annihilate these hounds here. I'm going to grab some loot here just for safety. And we're going to examine this body in here. So, as Puzzle was saying earlier, this is the spy that they they killed. We're gonna be heading into this basement here, and we're gonna be reading a book.
The book
So-
is the spy's journal. So.
Yes. So I did say that, I said most of Geralt's animations are sped up, but unfortunately the latter animations are one of the animations that are not sped up. So the ladders are very slow, as they would normally be. And cutscenes as well are not sped up, but again, we do have an auto hotkey that auto mashes for us. And if you hear me mashing, it's normally the number keys to select the dialogue choice. So if anyone's wondering about that. And we're going to be heading into the Baron. Normally you don't know that you can go this way, but because we already know, you're supposed to go through the front first, and then make your way over here. And I skipped a little, failed a little skip there. I'm gonna skip this boss fight if I can actually get that. Oh god, oh god, I'm gonna have to fight them. No, okay, we're good. All right, and we got this ladder here, which has a bad hitbox. Okay, not bad. And we're gonna be heading up. We're gonna be controlling Siri here, so. There's a couple things to say after this cutscene. So we'll just get through this. So this is actually the Bloody Baron, and if you played this game, you probably know why. But basically, he keeps beating his wife and his child, so they kind of actually ran away from him, and he wants us to find them, even though he beat them. So yeah, so we get a little flashback moment here. We're gonna be controlling Siri. I like to call this move the dash as an homage to one of my all-time favorite games. It's see if you can guess what it is. It's made by a guy named Matt, and it's about this this girl who is trying to climb a mountain and is having some problems with herself and wondering what to do and stuff like that. Hopefully I can explain that right. But if you don't know what that is, it's the game Celeste. Should be pretty obvious. But if you haven't played casually, or if you haven't seen a speedrun of it, I highly recommend you do. It's a great game. I really enjoyed playing. And the speedruns of it is they're pretty insane. But anyway, we're gonna be killing these wolves. I'm gonna try to dodge and not get hit by them, but I'm pretty bad at that. So I'm gonna try to not dash into this cutscene either, because the game will soft lock. All right, we're done with that. So we got another pack of wolves here. Hopefully I do better on this one. Here we are. The second pack is a little harder than the first one, and the third one here is a little easier, I would say. But I still get hit a lot. It can be just bad. Alright, that's pretty much all of them. We can just head in. And now we're going to head over to the Wolf King here. So we're going to head through the cave here. And we're going to teleport behind him. We're going to hit him 4 or 5 times. And then teleport behind him and finish him off. And there we go. If you got a quick donation, this is a great time for that.
I don't believe we do, so I'm just gonna plug the bid war again.
Please do. Go right ahead.
This character that's being played as right now can either die or become a Witcher late into the game. And there's a bid war open if you want to choose which one happens.
Yes, please donate for that big way. We all want to see Siri killed. Alright, we're just gonna wait for the Baron to move here. Try to not get trapped in the doorway. Okay. And I said earlier that whenever we go into a new world, or we're coming out of controlling a character, we do lose our speed glitch, so we get some re-equip it there. So we're actually gonna override the Baron's dialogue by grabbing this stuff here. Then we're gonna be grabbing a piece of candy here that's gonna be used later on. And basically just skips having the Baron wait and open the door for us. So, saves a little bit of time. Probably about 5-10 seconds. Don't know exactly. And we're just going to be examining a couple things in here. Nothing special. Examine this candle here. And grab this loot. And for the loot, we actually need about 1,500 crowns, about halfway through the run, to get to the world of Skellige. So we're going to be grabbing some loot around here, just so we can sell it later on for some crowns. And we're going to be talking to the Baron here. We're going to be doing an unintended strat here to get out of the Baron's castle very quickly. We're jumping with that. I didn't die, that's good. And we're hopping over the wall, if I can get it to work. There we go. And yeah, Puzzle, if you have anything to say about the lore, go right ahead.
Yeah, so everything we're doing now is off the book or the diary from the spy, and the spy mentioned the Baron, some witches, and pretty much a little other thing. So we spoke to the Baron, did some investigating. We're trying to find his wife and daughter because he won't tell us about Syria unless if we find out about his wife and daughter. And we found a little trinket, so we're gonna go talk to a Peller, which is this person right here. And this is by far my favorite quest in the game. We go and meet Princess.
Alright, so right here, this is... You kind of intended to do this in the game, but the game doesn't tell you this. So we're going to kill that bear first, just to save another 15 seconds here with that princess. This section here is basically an auto-scroller. You gotta ring our bell here and spam middle mouse until she follows us. And by killing the bear first, it's actually faster. We can trigger this quest update a lot faster than we normally would. And we just gotta wait for princess to go around the tree. Come on. There we are.
And again, we're hoping Princess, because the Peller has lost Princess the goat, and we have found Princess, so we're on our way back, and then the Peller's gonna help us on later on in the future.
Yeah. Like, a favor for a favor, basically. That's the whole premise of the game.
Yeah, that's a lot of it, and later on in the game, we'll be stacking on quests, so we'll start a quest, but not complete it, because there'll be other quests we could start along the way of completing the first one and or a second one. So right now it's pretty simple, but later on we're gonna be having like three to 5 quests at some point, just juggling them all around.
Alright, thank you. And now we're coming up to an important skip. We'll see if we get it. It's pretty difficult. There's a couple backups in case we don't get it. But yeah, so I call it the botchling skip. Actually, I found it like within like my first month of starting to run the game, which is very nice. But it basically skips this boss fight coming up. So we're gonna fight the Baron here. Gonna just annihilate him.
We're going to learn of the Baron and what he's done or what he hasn't. But more or less, his wife had a miscarriage, and they buried the unborn child, but because we're in a fantasy world, the unborn child is becoming a monster, and we are here to fix it because that monster is now doing bad things to the land.
Alright, so this is Boxman Skip. Unfortunately, I missed the quick setup. I'm going to be going for a backup here, hopefully you get it. I'll explain this later on, as I did earlier for the speed glitch. Let's get it first. He's in a bad spot. There we go. Second try. So basically what happens there's a stone wall and there's a wooden fence behind that. So if you push the botchwing using ARD between the stone wall and the wooden fence, the game gets confused and it insta-kills the botchwing for you. So we can skip that whole entire boss fight, and I just hate that boss fight in general, so glad we can skip it now. Yeah, but now we got the botchwing's blood, so we're going to be heading back to the Peller, and he's going to be giving us some more tasks to do. And I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Alright. So we got another auto-scroll coming up. We'll be talking to the Peller here. He's basically...
So we got...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what we got is the botchman's blood, which is going to be used for a ritual to help determine where the mother and daughter's at. So this is just an auto-scroller, just a simple escort mission where the Peller just follows us in this case. But we're going to do a ritual to figure out where these people are. And once we figure that, it's pretty much the whole world opens up from there.
Yeah, we're coming up to a pack of wolves here. I'm going to try to insta-kill the first 2 wolves and then just annihilate the last 3. We'll see how it goes. Doesn't really waste any time if you don't get it, but it's just like a little swag strat. Alright, here we go. Kill these 2. Oh, I only got one of them, unfortunately. Not a big deal. Just annihilate all of them here. Oh, one more. Alright, and we're off. And we're coming up to the coming up to whatever, the Woven Glade. That's the name of it. So the premise of this is you have to keep 3 fires lit throughout this entire fight and protect the Peller here from getting hit and dying. So I'm gonna be lighting these fires here, and while we go through the cutscenes, if Puzzle, you have anything to say?
Right now we're just gonna be fighting, potentially collecting some resources that we could sell to reach our 1,000k gold, so we could afford a boat ride to Skellige. There might be some other things we'll buy along the way, but our main goal is for Skellige.
So right here, the first fire is always going to go out at the start of the fight. And now, there are 2 other times where the fires can go out, and they're RNG which ones that go out. This RNG is not that bad. And we actually need 1,500 crowns to get the Skellige, and we're not going to be collecting loot here, because there's no point. It's just slow. And I'm going to try... Yeah, I don't collect loot here, there's no point. It sells for basically nothing anyway. So this is the first line of dialogue here where the fires could go out. So, ooh, good RNG here. That's close. But if we go too far out of the arena, the game will actually get insta-kill us, so I'm just gonna try to stay here. I've had that happen before, it sucks. Let's do some nice moves here while we wait. Alright, and coming up to the second one here. See, good RNG. Alright, we got the fire one. Alright, good RNG. Sometimes we'll just get bad RNG, and then 2 of the fires will go out at one point. And that just sucks. So, we didn't get that, thankfully. But, yeah, basically going to be talking to Wojtek here. And another favor for a favor, try to get some more information on the Powder's wife and where her daughter is at. So, if you got any more donations, please say you do.
Still no.
Oh, come on.
Have any. It's unfortunate, I know.
We all want to see Siri get killed. We all want to see it. It's also faster.
Totally do.
Yeah. Please donate. We still got some time. I don't have my timer running right now because I just completely forgot to start it. But we're about 30 minutes into the run, if I'm correct. So another hour and a half. Come on, you guys got this. So we're gonna be as Puzzle said earlier. Basically, what we're doing here is out of a book that we found in that the guy's hut that got killed. So now we did the baron right there. We're gonna be doing the witch first, and sorry, the witch next. So we have a perfect angle here to try and get to the witch's hut as fast as possible. All right, good, got the good angle there. All right, and we're gonna be activating this little shrine here. And we're gonna be attack rolling up the stairs. And I got stuck. But anyway, I never mentioned attack rolling. So basically, if you fast attack and then you roll, you actually can go a little further when you're like walking slow or something like that. And we use that a lot in current patch to roll out of signposts because there's like a 3 or 4 second delay from when you teleport to when you can actually start running. So you might see that a couple times here. I did it a couple times already, but we'll see. I'm gonna take care of these 2 rat nests real quick. Gonna run out here, wait for some stamina to regen. See, all good. And I'm gonna take care of the second one. Kill these rats while we wait for the cutscene. And now we're gonna be equipping some skill points. So I'm actually gonna be equipping some armor here. This is all white armor. Gonna be equipping 1 to fast attack and 1 to cat school gear. So basically what this does, fast attack, it increases your damage when you fast attack. And then cat school gear, for every piece of light armor that you have, it gives you a 5% damage increase. And we have 4 pieces of light armor on right now, so it gives us a 20% damage increase over the whole course of the run. And right now we're just making our way to the golem. Just got this cutscene here. We gotta trigger a little horse. So right now we're on the path of Siri here, trying to find out where she might have gone. Possibly, if you want to say, yeah.
Like gray, white holograms, if you will. That's the hologram of an elf. Later on, we get to meet that person. But for right now, it's a message, and we're following the steps on where Siri went. And this is a path Siri went to escape from the wild hunt. Hence the game, the Witcher wild hunts, and we're pretty much following the steps from what the elf had said. And we know the elf is in this cave due to Kira Metz, who is our guide and who we're helping throughout this dungeon. She explained to us that she's seen some magic here, etc., etc. But it's really exciting later on because that person we saw in the hologram is nothing like when we first see them. As nicnacnic does this auto scroller right here, there's a little trick you can do to close the portals. They teach you this trick like way later in the game, but because we know it and it works, we just do it because it works and it's much faster. And this place is really slow. So if we could ever find a skip for this, oh please, it would be fantastic. But shortly after all of this, we're gonna fight another mini boss and learn partly where Ciri has gone. And then the final segment in this particular area is the crones. So we'll meet them shortly after this. But right now, this is a pretty slow segment of the run. But this is just the wild hunts leaving some footprints, and we're closing those footprints and cleaning them up.
Alright, and we all want to kill Ciri, by the way, so we're gonna have a little incentive here. So about an hour and a half into the run, we have the option of saving or killing Lambert, and they didn't accept this incentive, but if you all get up to 3k by that point in time, so you have about another hour, we'll save Lambert. It is slower anyway.
Lambert.
Yeah. Never done that before.
No.
So hopefully it works out. So yeah, y'all donate. Come on, get up to 3k. Got an hour to go.
I don't even know the
That is a challenge.
for when Lambert like stays alive.
Yep. Yeah, normally we would kill Lambert because it's so much faster, but
It's so much faster.
yeah. But we'll save him for today. And if you don't blink here, I'm gonna do a quick meditation. There we go. And now we're back at full health. Probably about half a second there. Yeah, I'll get those donations rolling. I'm sure all of you want to see a Lambert saved. And you got that bonus. You can always put that money to killing Ciri as well. Let's get that kill incentive. And here we're coming up to a boss fight. Pretty easy as well. There's 3 phases here, and we cannot skip any of the phases, unfortunately, because the game says like no. Even though we can kill him, or get his health bar up to down to 0 here, we still can't kill him. So we still gotta wait for his 3rd phase here. Pretty easy.
This is one thing with the game on how linear it is. We could one-shot this boss rather easily, but everything still goes through the motions. And so we have to trigger all of these little events, as you will, before the final check mark of this challenge is able to get checked off. So it's a little bit slow. We're always trying to find ways to break this game. Granted, I mean, we learned how to one-shot the boss, but it didn't really do anything. It made some weird interactions, but you still have to go through everything, which is what it is.
Yep, so we're gonna do an unintended glitch here. That is kind of a result of the speed glitch here. We're gonna quote-unquote clip through this wall and skip a cutscene. So normally you'd be stuck in an animation like this, but since we go so fast, we get out of that animation early, so we can just skip a cutscene right there. And fun fact, that's actually the only quest in the run that we're not going to complete. And if you guys want, I'll show you that at the end of the run, just someone reminded me about that. Yeah, anyway, we're going off to we're heading off to the Ladies of the Woods now, the crones. So we're going to be doing one thing out of order here because it is faster. So one of my viewers actually pointed this out, and I thank you if you're watching. Unfortunately, I don't remember your name, so I'm sorry about that. But thank you once again for sharing this because it is turned out to be faster than the old strat. Right now we're just walking through the forest. Yeah, while we're walking through the forest, any donations towards that 3K goal?
Still not
Oh,
yet,
come on.
but yeah, no, I'm hoping.
Yeah, let's go. I know you guys can do it. We already beat the marathon goal a couple times already, so let's go. Let's just push it up to 3K by the end of the marathon or at the end of the run. Yep.
I'm super hopeful. I really hope we can do it. I'm pretty sure we can do it. I'm so determined that we can do it.
Well, we did just get $10
Nice.
from Deathline saying, "I'll be first to start. Come on, everyone, let's work together to get rid of the Siri. Save the frames. A lot of them."
Yeah, let's go.
Yay.
I think we still got I don't know. I'm not checking, but I think we still got like $70 towards that. Lloyd can fact check me on that.
I can't. Right now, becoming a Witcher, Siri becoming a Witcher is at $153, and killing Siri is at 70, basically 77, a little bit under 77.
Oh, I completely messed up my dialogue here. Nice. Alright, we're just gonna...
Oh, that's fine.
let's see. I might be able to just kill him. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Forget that ever happened to everyone.
This tree, more or less the crones say, hey, we have this tree here, like, don't ever do anything with it. But it's an evil spirit that they locked away in the tree, and you could actually free the tree if you so wish. And so there's some ingredients. You need a horse, feathers, and just other stuff. But you just get rid of it because it helps the town that's nearby, so they don't get cursed any further.
Alright, so you remember that chocolate plot that we picked up a little earlier? So we're going to be using it here to skip a game of hide and seek. Sad, right? But it saves a good minute, at least. Otherwise, we'd have to find all these kids, and it's just nice and slow. So we're just not going to be playing that game of hide and seek. So now we're looking for Johnny here, and he's going to lead us to the crones, if I can examine him right there. Don't gotta fight those guys on the other side. Just go right through. So I can... There we go. Now we're coming up to another skip up here. Most of this game is actually optimizations, not really routing, but yeah, optimizations, as I said earlier. So, optimizing movement and all that, optimizing where we gotta go, and how we do quests. So yeah, so we're gonna be hopping up on top of this cliff here and not sliding down. Oh, come on. Alright, they're trying.
Right here, we're trying to receive Johnny's voice. It is in a vase. That Johnny was cursed and his voice was taken away because he was asking too many questions. So the crones took his voice, put it in a jar, bottled it up, and put it in a nest of harpies. Hence why we're killing harpies, because we are trying to get the voice of Johnny back. And Johnny will give us some valuable information about Siri, what he's seen, what the crows have seen and done, etc., etc. So it's good to give Johnny's voice back.
Alright, actually there, by doing that skip of going up the wall there, we actually skip another enemy there. I forgot the name, unfortunately, because we never fight him. But it's kind of slow, so we're just gonna not make him spawn in general. So now we're just talking to the crones here. Nothing special. And now we're gonna be heading over to the village Downborn. And now this is where you're supposed to be doing the tree spirit that we actually did before coming to the swamp village. But because we already did it beforehand, the game's automatically gonna teleport us back, so we don't have to come back to the signpost and just walk over. So it saves a considerable amount of time. That's basically the bulk of the time save right there. So he asked us about the problem here, and we're just gonna say, oh, we already solved the problem. There we go. And now the game's
this is a good example on us stacking quests, because this particular quest, so you're supposed to talk to him to get rid of the tree spirit, but in the middle of one quest we did that quest, and now we completed it, and we're juggling quests all throughout this run.
Alright. And now we're just gonna dash through this little side quest through a series. Pretty easy stuff. And that's pretty much the end of Ellen for now. we're going to be heading into Novigrad, which I think is the most consistent segment.
I love Novigrad.
Yeah,
You
Novigrad's
gotta-
fun.
I'm
I
Team
figured.
Triss, so I always like seeing Triss for the first time.
Let's see. Let's see what we do. Anyway, we're just gonna teleport over to Hangman's Tree, which is the first point of the run where we spawned in to Velton. And now we're just gonna be running for another couple minutes. I'm hoping and praying that we got some donations so we can cover the time by.
We haven't gotten any, but Deathline did donate a few minutes ago to start the train. And I want as many people as possible to hop in on that.
Yeah, please donate. It's a great cause. We're really excited if we hit 3K in this run. And we could save Lambert as well. So right now we just run into Novigrad, nothing special. So yeah, Puzzle, if you have anything to say about the lore of Novigrad and about Triss Marigold.
Yeah, so Novigrad is essentially the largest city in the Witcher world, or the Witcher 3, and there's a lot of cool side quests in here. But Novigrad right now does not appreciate magic. They don't like odd races like goblins, dwarves, things like that. And it's ruled by a king and he's not the happiest. So Triss is a friend of Geralt's who is currently in hiding. But we know, or we perceive that Triss has some information on Ciri. So we learned from the Baron where Ciri has ran off to. We learned from the Crones and from Johnny where Ciri ran off to. And we learned from Kira Metz where Ciri has gone off to. And they more or less all point to Novigrad. So we come to Novigrad and we're gonna find Triss because she's our only lead in Novigrad in finding Ciri. So there's some minor things to get to where we need to go. But again, because Triss is in hiding, we had to speak to some beggars to learn about the King of Beggars and his underworld that he rules. And this is where we find Triss.
Alright. Yeah, so say hi to Triss. We're gonna be doing some stuff for her for the next 10 minutes or so. So now we're just gonna retrieve a package in the water here that one of her associates dropped clumsily. Try to kill this drowner here. Oh, there we are. I'm gonna open the passage and now I'm gonna run out to the water. We're actually gonna be grabbing some loot here as well as the package that he dropped for the 1500 crowns that we need for Skulga right here. And now we're gonna head back to Triss to talk to her. Pretty simple cutscene, and we'll be trying to hop up here. There we go. Nice, that was actually pretty quick. And I'm talking to Brandon here. So, unfortunately, Brandon likes to become a traitor. So we're gonna put this Manicore stuff in, try not to miss. This is pretty annoying to do. And yeah, now Brandon actually set us up here and got the witch hunters after Triss here. So now I'm gonna have to kill all of them. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to just annihilate all of them. We're gonna drink a Thunderbolt here for more damage. And there we go. I'm gonna actually pick up their loot. Let's see if I can remember where they died. I'm gonna open and see if I have a good sword here. Fortunately, I have an alright one. I have a plus 20 damage one. So the reason I stopped there to grab a sword is because with plus 20 damage you can actually, instead of like 4-shotting an enemy, you can actually 3-shot them. So it saves a little bit of time over the course of the run. It's kind of RNG what type of sword that you get, but I've sometimes gotten plus 40 damage in some runs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
It is very lucky. And I think it is possible to get plus 50 as well. I'm not too sure, but I haven't gotten that.
It is rumored.
Very, very rumored. So, I'm going to grab this doll, grab this drone. We're going to have to open the inventory and actually look at the drone to progress the quests here. And there's a little crib. And we'll have to examine this drone too. So what's happening here is this little goblin down here. She's sending Corona over here with some bad memories, bad dreams, and we're just gonna tell her not to do that. Like the good Samaritans that we are. And then now we can talk to her and get some information about her.
And what we're doing in this house, to say this abandoned house, is there's a dreamer, hence the quest Novigrad Dreamer, and the dreamer is actually an oniromancer. It's a new word of the day, oniromancer. And it is someone who studies dreams. So this dreamer, she is dreaming in this house to figure out what's wrong with it. And we help the dreamer by stopping the little goblin who was playing tricks on her. And now we told the person who owns the house it is no longer cursed, get our money and leave, and go talk to the dreamer who's gonna help us essentially have a dream, and she'll study it, tell us what it is, to help us get some more information on Siri. So, a very interesting quest, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, so now we're coming up to Zoltan here. We're gonna fight some thugs in his little inn here. Pretty easy stuff as well. So we're actually gonna start with the guy on the left. We're gonna head up behind him and just annihilate all of them and not get hit. Just ignore that. Alright, one more. There we go. Come on. This guy. There we go. I'm gonna try to grab this journal and read it before the cutscene starts. And then that just is a little bit faster. So instead of having the wait here and to read the journal in this section here, we can just read it beforehand. And we just go immediately talk to Zoltan here. And there we are. So we're basically going to be talking to some of Dandelion's lovers here. And asking where Dandelion and Ciri might be. So yeah, go ahead, Puzzle, if you have anything to say.
Yeah, lots. So that tavern inn we were just in is owned by Dandelion, and Triss has told us go speak to Dandelion because Dandelion is the gossip. Dandelion loves gossip. If you've seen the Witcher series, Dandelion is Jaskier. So the person who goose around, tells amazing stories of Geralt, makes it sound witchers are awesome. That's who Dandelion is, and we're trying to find Dandelion by asking all of his exes, more to say, or friends that he's been around with. But everyone, make sure you get your donations in. We got some fun goals, such as killing one of our fellow witchers, Lambert.
No, we're actually we're gonna save him.
Yeah, save him. Sorry.
I've never done that before, so let's see if you get it. Yeah, you just gotta get that goal. Push it up to 3K. I know we can do it. We only got another 300 to go. Or at last I checked. And coming up here, we have a horse race that we're gonna skip because it's very, very slow. So hopefully I do the right dialogue here to skip that. Skip this.
You don't want to mess up on the dialogue. If you do, you actually participate in the horse race, and we don't want to be racing. That's too slow. We just don't do it at all.
Yep. There we go. We skip that past that horse race. We are going to be seeing one required horse race near the end of the run, and I'll point that out when we get to it. But right now, we're going to go visit the last of Dandelion's lovers that we're required to talk to. Because we only have to talk to 4 of them. We don't have to talk to the other 2. So we're just finishing this off. Now we're gonna be going back to Zoltan and just reconceiving with him and seeing what he found out. And he mentions Priscilla, so we're gonna go talk to Priscilla here. Or we'll go find her at the inn. So we might not need to meditate here based on the time that we come out. Let's just check, because normally we'd meditate to 11 PM. Yeah, we're going to have to meditate here, so that's not a big deal. We're going to meditate to 11 PM, just to set up for the next section coming up. There we are. And this is a very famous song from The Witcher 3. Unfortunately, we are going to skip it. We're going to skip past all of it, so... In the game, you might see the game kind of looks like it's soft-locked here, but no, it's not soft-locked. It's just for skipping through the cutscenes so fast. The game just cannot keep up. Yep, so now we're done. We're done with Priscilla. Now we're going to be doing some stuff with Dijkstra here. And while we do that, I'm going to equip some skill points that we got. More into some fast attacks so we get some more damage here.
And Dijkstra, so some more about him. Dijkstra is a former spy, so he too has knowledge everywhere. And Geralt becomes friends with all these people throughout The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2. And they're kind of hinted at in the Netflix series as well. Just a fun lore thing. The Netflix series is awesome if you want to learn more about The Witcher. But Dijkstra gets attacked, and this is his spa that he owns, and you just gotta protect Dijkstra and his friends. And then Dijkstra's like, "Hey, thanks for like helping us. Here's some info. This is what I know. But if you want more info, you gotta help me." So it's always a give or take, give and take, and we just gotta do more favors. But this is really where we start juggling a lot of quests. So we don't complete any for a while, but we're gonna be picking up between part of them here, part of them there, and doing a lot of juggling, which is fun. That's a lot of the optimization in which we're talking about for the Witcher speedrunning. Just a lot of routing, picking up this, picking up that.
Yep, so we're coming up to some drowners here. We gotta examine the thing on the ground here for the... So basically the premise is we have to find the people that stole his gold from his vault. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna go up and talk to him and just examine a couple things, and you might see me actually quite often get stuck on walls and stuff like that. I find the hardest part of the run to not be the execution, but just controlling Geralt in general. It's very easy to just get trapped on a wall and door. So you just gotta be a little careful, because you're going so fast. The game does not intend that you go this fast. Like, I just got stuck in there. So, come on. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna examine one more thing around here. Real quick. There we are. And I'm gonna pass it over for a quick update on that donation total.
I think we're still at $2,720.
Oh darn, okay. I guess Laura's on here right now. Oh, yeah, please,
Sorry,
please.
I was getting something to eat.
Oh, no worries.
Food is very important. And thank you and all the staff who help run this event.
Yeah, this has been a great event so far. We're coming up to the end, unfortunately. Thank you so much for helping and hosting us.
No problem. If I can, I'd like to give a shout out.
Go right ahead, go plug
Because
someone.
we had a few people join the staff team just like this year for this event. And I think the new staff we picked up this year might be some of the hardest working staff I've ever seen in my time being a staff member for this event. And so it's amazing how great this event has been from every angle.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's meeting.
Well,
Awesome.
who's
shout
in?
out to all the staff again.
Well, who's the new staff? We'd like to know.
Helix and Zophny are two that come to mind in particular. You've probably seen them all over the event. I'd like to say I think Focus is... Yeah, Focus Site is also new to the staff team.
Yeah, I know Helix. He was a mod for Midwest Speedfest, and they did a great event this year too. If you haven't seen it.
They are... Everyone on this staff team, on the Essence for Speed staff team, is a big Midwest Speedfest fan. And that event was incredible.
Yeah, they really pushed it up to 10K, so let's try to get that donation total up, everyone.
This is probably one of the best times for giving. It could be the hardest time for giving, but right now, just bringing the community together, it's phenomenal what everyone does. Every little bit truly and honestly helps. It's for such a great cause during the most not normal of times right now. So even though it could be hard, it's probably one of the best times for giving right now because there's so many people that just need help and want support. So, and even if you honestly can't, just spreading awareness and getting more people involved and more awareness involved is fantastic because you'll never know who sees what you do and what you're promoting, but it's always a great ask. Just, hey, check it out, donate for a good cause. Very simple question, and it's great. It's really good spreading awareness and helping out. So thanks everyone so far, and let's keep it going.
Yeah, we're almost there. Let's push past 3K this year. We already hit a new record. Let's push that record even more. Yeah, so right now we just did all the main game stuff while Puzzle was talking, but nothing special there. Just some clever dialogue skipping and some optimizations. And now we're coming up to actually a pretty funny part of the run. If I'm not careful, I can accidentally die here for no reason, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Maybe it's actually a good thing. We gotta extend that marathon as much as possible to get that donation total up. Pretty sure I'm not allowed to do that though, so we won't see that. But if I'm not careful here, we gotta go into this cave coming up, and if I'm not careful, I can just run on top of one of the ledge right in front of me here, and the game just gets confused and just kills me for no reason. So thankfully we didn't have that happen. But yeah. So talking over, we're gonna head over to pretty sure it's the king of Redania here. Puzzle can correct me on that if that's wrong. But basically, he's going to give us information on where Horson Jr. is. And Horson Jr. is basically the guy that is supposedly helped Siri, but instead did some pretty bad things to her. So yeah, you can correct me on that if I'm wrong.
No, you're good for the most part. Redania and that area is heavily focused in The Witcher 2. And I'm excited because in the Witcher Netflix series, we'll probably see more of that come up in Season 2. So we'll see what happens. But for the most part, everything that's happened, we've completed and held Dijkstra on multiple occasions. We found a doppelganger who is a friend of ours. And later on, we're going to find him again because he's a doppelganger. Doppelgangers can change who they look like, and it is very hard to find them. So we'll find him again, and we'll keep playing. And right now, we're just gonna talk to someone who knows where Siri is, and where Dandelion is, and that's where we are right now.
Yep, now we're just doing a series segment here. Nothing special. Again, we cannot use the speed glitch because we don't have access to the crossbow, so sadly we're going to be doing this at normal speed and not Sonic the Hedgehog speed. I'm sorry, Geralt the Hedgehog, I'm sorry. But anyway, we're just going to climb up on top of this roof here. We're going to head over to the balcony. And then this is where Junior is. So after he gets teleport behind him hopefully, and just annihilate him. There we go. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that should have triggered the cutscene. I guess not. You don't gotta kill him, you just gotta get him down to about a 4th health. And then he'll automatically die. Oh, let's go. Right, finish that guy off as well. And we actually we don't have to fight the guys on the 2nd floor, which is very nice, so we can just skip them. Kill this guy, get behind the guy with the shield. Hopefully. There we go. And
yeah, shields are such a pain in this game. They're
pretty much done.
Invincible.
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
Good job.
Yep, there we go. We don't have to fight those guys on the 2nd floor. They don't matter. We'll just say they're not real. Oh, that's actually a new strat there. If you don't kill Junior there, it actually saves like 15 seconds. But I never had the chance to practice that, so I did the run dialogue there. But it's alright. Anyway, we're gonna be heading over to the ship here. If I'm fast enough, I'm gonna try to switch the quest here, so I don't have to scroll the map when I teleport. There we go. Got it. So we're gonna be doing a play now. So Puzzle, you can go ahead and say whatever you want about this.
Oh, cool. So the play is how we find the doppelganger again. It's funny. I mean, granted, we're gonna be skipping basically the play, but the play is fun. We go get. It's optional, but you can get performers. In this case, we're gonna get bodyguards to make sure no one gets upset.
Yeah, it's required anyway, so we have to do it.
Yeah.
The performers are actually optional, so we're not gonna be doing that.
But the play's fun. It's a plan to get the doppelganger out. The doppelganger does know a bunch of information, and because we picked him up when he was pretty much getting like interrogated by a gang, he's just scared. So we gotta find him, but he knows a bunch of information. Ideally, he knows where Dandelion is, and Dandelion has personally helped Siri get to where she is now. So Dandelion now knows where Siri is. After Priscilla told us where Dandelion is, and after Triss told us where Zoltan is, and then after Zoltan told us where Priscilla is, or yes, where Priscilla, Triss is. Somewhere along there. Pretty much everyone is saying, hey, this person knows him, and we just keep following down the chain, and hopefully one day we'll find Siri. But right now we are trying to find the doppelganger to find Dandelion.
Yep, so we're actually coming up to the play here. This is a good 45-second cutscene here, so any donations or any plugs, go right ahead.
Right now, killing Siri is about... Let's see how good I am. $76.18 behind. So if we want to hop on that $10 donation train, we're only 8 donations away from overturning the bid war.
I know, yeah. I know a lot of people want to see Siri killed, so let's push for that. And remember, we got that challenge. If we get 3K by the time you get up to Kaer Morhen and that the fight there, we can save Lambert. So let's push up for that as well. Yeah, but we're pretty much coming up to the end of Novigrad anyway, so we just got 1 or 2 more tasks. We gotta rescue Dandelion here, and then do the Siri segment, and that's basically it for Novigrad. So we're just running over to the field. Puzzle, you have anything?
I'm excited to meet Dandelion. Dandelion's always a character. We don't interact with him too much, but his side quests are great. His personality's great. Everything about Dandelion's great. But right here, we're essentially gonna... We know where Dandelion is. He's being held prisoner, and we're going to go rescue him. So we devised a plan to rescue him, and it's gonna go awry, and the plan is gonna proceed as it normally is, but we're just gonna run away from everything because we know where Dandelion's at. So we're beelining to Dandelion ASAP to get the information. But as we're running, all this that you see with Geralt's flying by and zooming by everything is all because of a glitch with a crossbow from an older patch of the game. And the current patch, you pretty much have to use the horse, Roach, but not using Roach saves pretty much an hour, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, Roach sucks. Don't use Roach ever. He sucks. Actually, I'm mistaken on that. Roach is a she, by the way. I just learned that recently, and I'm just like an idiot. I didn't know that. But yeah, say hi to Dandelion. Pretty nice fellow here. Say hi to him. Kind of tied up over there. And we're gonna just do a couple cutscenes. We got a Siri segment here. This one's also pretty easy. Let's see. Gonna be using Siri's dash to get to the end. Not gonna be using the horse because it's very slow. And unfortunately, Siri likes to lock on to enemies when she's doing her dash move, so it's kind of annoying. Alright, we got past that guy. That guy can be very annoying. And we're coming up to a bunch of guys here that we're gonna have to kill. There we are. Gonna annihilate all of them. We don't have the speed glitch or the damage boost as we normally would, but Siri does do a lot of damage, thankfully, so we can just go right through. And another long cutscene. Dandelion here actually wants to make a book and make a joke that no one's going to read that book. I'd actually be very interested.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Well, you don't really see it because we skipped through the cutscene so fast. Oh my god. Try to equip the speed glitch here. There we go. And now we're gonna go sell our stuff in Novgrad for the money for Skellige. So at this point we should be about halfway through the run if I'm correct. My timer doesn't work, so.
We're just over 1 hour, so you're pretty
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, you guys got another half an hour for that donation train, so keep it up. Ooh, that was like we just got the 1600 there. Usually I have a lot more stuff that I can sell, but for some reason today I don't. Or the prices today are just bad. And we're off to Skellige here. A couple cutscenes, nothing special. We're gonna be hopping on a boat here, and that boat is gonna transport to the Skellige, and it's actually gonna get robbed by pirates, so we gotta kill all those pirates. Trying to skip this cutscene. Boo. I'm gonna re-equip SP. I'm gonna re-equip SP glitch here and try to kill all of them before. The faster you kill all of them, the faster the cutscene starts fading in or fades out. So we have incentive here to kill all of them as fast as possible. So we're gonna try doing that. It's very difficult. The guy with the shield there is the hardest guy to kill, but thankfully we got him. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Wow, that was very quick.
Yeah, it was. Good job.
Don't know if that was my fastest. I think that was pretty close up there. So we got to re-equip the speed glitch, unfortunately. Pretty easy to do. And now we're off. And Skellige is my favorite world out of the worlds that you can explore. It just has the best music and the best aesthetic feeling. And actually, this is the point where I make sure that I know how to count. We got to buy the 1st and 5th map here. All right, good. I know how to count. Anyways, yeah, as I said earlier, Skellige is my favorite world. The music is amazing and the aesthetic just looks great. But sadly, we're going to be only in Skellige for about 10 minutes, so we'll come back here later at the end of the game. But yeah, again, we'll see it later.
Skellige is by far one of my favorite places as well. Also for 100%, it is one of the roughest places. Granted, we only have one person who's done 100%, but kudos to them. Snap. But overall, Skellige is super fun. There's the quests in Skellige alone and the contracts and the monsters you could fight are gorgeous. Right now, we are going to a party which is held by all the clans from all the mini islands of Skellige. And on this party, it's a party to determine who's next to be king of all the mini islands. And here we're gonna do a little celebration, but we're gonna investigate. We're trying to find an item that could see the past. And this is again to try to find Siri. So we're gonna sneak by everyone and everything and get something we're not supposed to. But it's all gonna work out in the end. So we'll do it, and Yennefer is here to help, which is phenomenal and amazing. So here we are.
Look at that view. It's about a couple seconds here. There we go. We gotta wait for it anyway, so why not look at the view? Oh, I was too fast anyway, so yep. Gonna have to wait for Yennefer to say her lines and stuff here for the game to advance. There we go. So we're going to be aiming for the bears here because they're on a global timer. And the wolves kind of just spawn randomly. We can just take care of them between the bears. And we just annihilate all of them as well. So, pretty easy.
And specifically right here, this is a trap to protect the mask we're after. We are currently hallucinating. It's a fun trap.
And Geralt's animation is so fast that even though we fainted, we can always get right back up and just start running around.
Let's go inside,
Just gotta wait for Yennefer to start walking over here, or the game will soft lock. And coming up here, we got another little mini boss here that we're gonna annihilate. Whatever the quest updates. Gonna head in here. Gonna go behind him and just do some strong attacks. try to kill him immediately. If I can get behind him. There we go. There we go. That was a little slow, but we gotta wait here for another 30 seconds here because the game is trying to make us look for another exit. But spoiler alert, there is no other exit, so we just gotta wait. So any donations that have come in the last 10 minutes?
No.
Come on, let's go, let's go. So we gotta get those donations going.
Gotta get them going.
Get that marathon to last a little bit longer. Anyway, we're just coming up to the end of this first part here. Talking to Kra here, if I said that right. There we go.
Croc on crate.
Well, that's his full
Like,
name.
with a heavy accent.
Yeah, well, that's his full name. I guess say the shortened version. Yep. But so the reasons we got this map at the store a little while ago is actually because it unlocks some fast travel points on some other islands, so we don't have to swim over or run over the entire continent here just to get to the fast travel point. Saves a considerable amount of time. And yep, now we're back with Yennefer. We were actually back with her a couple minutes ago, but I didn't say it. But now we're on the quest for Ciri here. We're going to be looking into the past, try and find her. We'll be annihilating these foglets. There we are. And this.
And we're currently using the mask at this point to see through the past because there's a lot of magic energy in this specific area that Yennefer wants to investigate. And Yennefer, being a sorcerer herself, she knows magic and how magic is used, and she could telepathically see what we see, and we're looking through the mask. And she does this because she can't have the mask. We're a witcher, and we have some special powers that we could just use and do. So.
Yeah, this whole section is basically an auto-scroller. This would be a great time for donations, but I'm pretty sure we don't have any, so please get those donations rolling. There's really nothing to talk about here. We just gotta wait for these cutscenes and all that. But we'll just run around with Geralt like this just to make the time go faster. Actually, if you're interested in running this game, we have a pretty active community at this point. We have a Discord server that someone could post it in the chat. That'd be nice. But we also have a great guide. I'm currently in the process of revising it, so anyone's interested, you can check out the guide. And we actually have a great method to downpatch to 1.06. It used to be a lot harder. You used to have a retail copy of the game, but that is no longer necessary. So if you're interested in learning this run, and this run in general is pretty fun, so yeah, join our Discord, check out the guide. We'd love to have you. But anyway, coming up to the end of this auto scroll segment here. Neat little glitch here that saves no time at all, but can look cool if I get it right. Oh god, I'm gonna miss this. Oh, okay, close enough. The tree just went right through Geralt. Yennefer didn't care at all. And then she just tells us to move because she doesn't want to drop it off on our head. And now we're gonna be heading over to Hindersfall. And now there's a pretty important skip coming up here. So well, after these cutscenes coming up, there's an invisible wall in the garden that we're gonna try to skip, and that basically just skips pretty much the whole garden. Saves a considerable amount of time, so let's see if we get it. It's not that difficult on the first try, but the backup is a lot more difficult. So
Overall, this specific quest is like legit one of my favorite quests because it's all about a werewolf that has been cursed that can never die. And so the quest is about curing that werewolf, making sure he...
oh yeah, by the way, we just got that skip over the invisible wall. If you have the right angle and you walk fast enough, you can actually just skip right over the invisible wall and just get into the second area faster than intended. So we just got that, by the way. You can continue.
clearing this specific area, but as you just saw, we just jumped through the invisible wall, and it's all nice and clean and easy now. So it works, and it's so much quicker, like way quicker than anything beforehand. So it's pretty fun and good altogether.
Where exactly? Aren't you nosy?
And then we're back to another flashback with Siri.
Probably whole life. I'd love to try.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Just talk to a couple people. We have a small fight at the end, but that's also pretty easy. So just talk to these guys here. We're gonna head out of the sauna. The game wants us to jump in the water, but we don't need to do that, so we're just not gonna do that at all. It's slow anyway, and we're just gonna pull out our sword and dash over to the cutscene, and not get stuck in some wall there. Okay, we're not gonna dash into the cutscene trigger because that could soft lock the game, and we don't want that to happen now. Although that would give us more time for donations. More time to hit that 3K goal. And we gotta kill 5 guys here, so we're gonna not get hit. Pretend that never happened. So that's the 3rd guy. And this is the 4th guy. We can just deal with him. There we go. Last guy. And we're good. And we got a required horse race here. Not really a horse race, but an escape sequence that is required. But that horse race that I mentioned earlier is coming up. It's coming up shortly after this. We're gonna head out of Skellige and head back to Velen here and just complete some quests that we haven't done before. Doing some stuff out of order. I did not intend to get hit there. There's one intended spot that I want to get hit at, but that's not the spot. So this one up here I want to get hit. There you go, I just want to slow down. Okay, I actually sped up, but that's alright. So I can just regen some stamina. That's the perfect spot to regen. Gotta wait until stamina is about halfway full, and we're gonna make our way to the end here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're done with Skellige. Just got one more cutscene, and then we're done. We got these ladies here that are mad that we used their garden, so I guess whisk them away to the side. It was very important anyway. So, yep, and we're done, and we're out of here. We're heading over to Velen, and we're gonna head back over to the Baron and just complete some stuff with him, do some flashbacks and cutscenes. And this is where one of the most important points of RNG is.
Yep. Hopefully we can get a good fight here.
Yeah, the last 3 practice runs I had actually got good RNG. So hopefully with that. Yeah. We'll see.
Chat, send your energy.
Maybe a donation will get me good RNG. If you got time, you got like a minute and a half to get your donations in for this RNG segment. And we're just gonna re-equip the speed glitch and we're off. Oh, I probably should have disabled Siri on my phone. But, anyway, I'm going to be talking to the Baron here. Got an unskippable cutscene here. But we're just going to skip it. And talking to the Baron here. This is yeah, this is another flashback point right up here. This is the required horse race that we have to do, unfortunately. So you'll be seeing that. Right after this cutscene coming up.
As well, this is where we're also completing three to four quests back to back to back. So it's, I mean, this is one thing with stacking, because we haven't spoken to the Baron for a long time, and we're going to get 3 flashbacks in rapid successions due to the fact that we haven't seen him in a while, and it'll be good to learn what he's known about Siri, because he does know quite a bit about Siri, and now we're getting more about it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna completely annihilate the Baron here. If you look at the map on the top right, he's just so far away. He can't beat us. I'll turn around if I can. There he is, all the way back there. And we got RNG coming up. So this bird thing here that I'm blanking on the name has a 1 in 8 chance of Vasculus. 1 in 8 chance of not flying up here. We don't want it to fly up. So if it does fly up, we will reload the game and it will not fly up, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't have to reload the game here. Unfortunately it did fly up, so we're just going to reload the game here, and now we're guaranteed that the next time we reload the game up, it will not fly up. But it's about a 30-second time loss, mainly just because of the loading screen here. It's very, very slow. And I'm still using an SSD, and it's still very slow. There we go. You gotta stay hydrated though. Alright.
Always stay hydrated.
I lost my my streak there of having good RNG. So we're gonna be climbing up here with Siri. We got the very slow climb here, unfortunately. No big deal.
I can't leave him like that.
Alright, and we're gonna be talking to this guy here. We are forced to go to the Emperor in Vizima, so we're gonna be going through that, and we're gonna be going to Kaer Morhen. And at that challenge I said earlier, if you get a hit for 3K by the time, and we'll be able to save Lambert, we're about 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes away from that, so maybe someone wants to drop a $300 donation and see Lambert saved. Maybe put that donation to towards Kill Siri. That'd be very, 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 very helpful and welcome. How are we doing on that, by the way? Have you had any donations yet?
It appears not.
Oh, sad.
However, the poll is still open.
Yeah,
Currently, Siri is living, which isn't really cool, so we should probably change that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, so you can donate in the link in chat. Also, I'm Piner. I'll be here for a little bit while Lori takes care of something right quick.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay. I'm anticipating something different. Okay. I'm not supposed to go to the signpost. Anyway. So the premise of this is we have to do we have to do a 3 tasks for Lambert, Eskel, and Yennefer. So we're gonna be knocking out all those tasks as fast as we can. We're gonna be doing 2 tasks at more or less the same time. But first we gotta take care of Eskel's task because it is the farthest and most annoying. Gonna be killing this forktail, or at least getting it to half health here. There we are. And now we gotta head over to its lair, and we're just gonna chill there for a couple seconds while we wait for it to catch up. Anything here, Puz? While we wait?
Right here in Kaer Morhen, this is where the Witchers grew up. There's lots of lore about the Witcher here, actually. So this is where the Witchers grew up. That castle that we saw earlier. Also the same area where we witnessed and saw the prologue. Like Tutorial Island. So there's a lot happening, and Witchers are super mutants to some degree, but they're mutated by actual herbs and medicines and magic.
I'm just gonna step in here for one quick second because I'm gonna skip this horse race because horse races are slow. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what we are. That's what we're doing here. It's just, well, a lot of lore here. Is the Witchers grew up here. This is where they trained, practiced. Ciri also grew up here as well. So it's simply what they do here, which is exciting. But we're specifically here helping Yennefer by pretty much learning what she knows, because she's gonna open up a temporary portal where you could talk, pretty much a phone call. She's gonna open up a phone call where we can talk to other sorcerers, because all the sorcerers are gonna come together and talk to each other. So that's the goal here, and we're getting some resources and helping out the other Witchers, because it's been a while since we've seen them. So we're collecting a lot of things as we wait for Yennefer to prepare her stuff. And right here specifically, we're gonna be a little bit mean to Yennefer while she's already failing her mission, and she's gonna teleport us in the middle of nowhere. Conveniently enough, this place is right where Lambert's at, and this is where we do Lambert's segments. And there's a monster here where we are under-leveled, and under-leveled monsters have super high resistances, which is really unfortunate, and so they're just like really tough for no reason, strictly because we're under-leveled, and so it takes a little bit longer than most monsters.
Well, this part is deadly in current patch because it's just so under-leveled here, but we can just spam fast attack and just get them all out of our way.
Yeah, you're so fast that it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Current path is rough. that boss is really rough.
But yeah, we're pretty much going to be under-leveled for the rest of the game, so be familiar with the skull icon right below the map for the rest of the game. But yeah, we're going to skip that boat ride there. It is actually faster to skip that boat ride, but usually in current patch that'd be a nice little rest break area where you can take a nice minute-and-a-half break and use the bathroom and all that, but we don't have that luxury today. So we're going to be hopping up this cliff, not getting a cutscene. Alright, good. We skip the cutscene there. We're hopping over here. I'm going to hop over this wall.
There's someone in chat saying, what is happening? He's going so fast. So, there's a glitch going on right now for Geralt, and we're essentially going super fast. We're going Sonic speed. And the way the glitch works is, a long time ago, we pulled out a crossbow, and when the crossbow's out, the world around Geralt slows down. Now, we have an autosave happen while we have the crossbow out, and when we reload the game remembers the game state of everything being slow. Thus, Geralt is his normal speed, but with the game being super slow, Geralt moves super fast, like Sonic fast. It's great. And that's how we're moving super fast. It's hilarious. And this is only available on old patch percent, so patch 1.06.
Well,
or if you have the retail version.
Oh yeah, 1.06 or lower, actually.
Or lower, thank you.
Yeah. But 1.06 is the preferred version, as a lot of the annoying glitches that were in the versions past got patched out. And not to say that there are still some glitches, there are still some annoying glitches in the menus and all that that you have to deal with, and bugs. That's kind of the only downside of this category, you gotta deal with all that stuff. Thankfully it's not that bad. You just gotta deal with the menu being a little different, because I think in like 1.10 or something they updated the menu system and all that, I'm not too sure. Maybe it was 1.08, I don't know. But yeah. So I'm finishing up here. Just gonna make sure I get the right dialogue here. And this is another long cutscene here, so another good time for donations if we have any, so.
Yeah, actually, we just got a $20 anonymous donation with no comments, so thank you very much for
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Wow, thank you.
Maybe donations will start rolling in now.
I hope so.
Actually, at this point, you only got about maybe 8 to 10 minutes left to get that 3K. Someone will drop $300 donation. If you guys want to see a Lambert saved, maybe put that money to good use and put it towards the Kill City incentive. Would be very much appreciated. Again, you got like 8 to 10 minutes left, so get that in now. I don't know how many views we have, but I know if everyone donates about $10, I think we can get there.
Yeah, that would be more than enough.
I think we need 5. No, we need 6 $10 donations. So only 6 more donations to get to kill Siri. And killing Siri does speed up and save frames.
That is very important if you didn't know that. Very, very important. So right now we're just gonna go visit Siri here in the Isle of Mist. First time we're actually gonna see her outside of cutscenes and stuff. So we just got this loading screen here. So this is a new trick that got found actually very recently. So whenever this loading screen's over, talk about it. Come on. Okay, this is taking longer than usual. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think the game doesn't.
I think I know this new trick.
It's the boat glitch, the boat speed up glitch.
Oh yeah, the
Yep.
boat glitch.
So
Oh,
yeah, I'll
thank
explain
you.
it. So if you pull out our sword here, and then sit down, the game just gets in this weird state and the boats go faster. Nice and fast. And I guess someone heard me complaining on stream on how slow the boats are, so someone found this glitch. So thank you. Don't know who it was exactly though, so I can't shout you out. But yeah. Normally this would be about a minute and 20-second boat ride, but we just shortened that up to about 55 seconds, so 15 to 20-second time save there.
Yeah, boats used to go really slow and like normal speed, and we're speedrunners, so we don't like slow boats. So I'm so happy we found this trick of faster boats.
Yeah, and now we're coming into the Isle of Mists. Usually this area is very, very annoying and hard on current patch, but we're gonna just speed right through it. Pretty easy. So another loading screen here. Thankfully the Isle of Mist is not that big, so the loading it should be pretty quick. But apparently I'm just getting bad luck, and all my loading screens have been slow for the last couple ones, so... We're gonna open and close the meditation menu there. A nice perk in the Isle of Mist is the game will automatically, oh, I got a glitch here. Oh god. There we go. Yeah, a nice perk is that when you open and close the meditation menu, the game will give you full health and all your potions back without having to actually meditate. So that's super easy. Oh, and what happened there is Geralt just got into some weird state where he's like waiting in the water even though he's not. So that's what happened there. I'm actually not going to go for the dock. We're going to go around back here. This is a little bit faster. Because speed is king in this game. So we're supposed to inspect the 3 guys here and find out what happened to them. That's one of them already. So let's go knock that guy out. Now we're going to go to the hut and do the cutscene stuff and all that. So nothing special here, just a annoying cutscene that we got to do. So yeah, we found the first guy. Fortunately, he was dead. So we're gonna go to the second guy who's trapped on top of a rock. So we got 2 water hags here that we're gonna kill, or blade hags, as the game likes to call them. Pretty much the same thing as water hags. So there's the other guy up there, if you can see him. There he is. But oh no, he fell. Now he's dead. Rip. And now we're gonna go talk to the last guy here. He's at the top of this tower, and he's actually the only guy who's gonna stay alive, which is nice. But also the problem is he has narcolepsy, and he has very, very stubby legs, so he walks very, very slowly and falls asleep. And it's very, very slow and annoying. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to speed that up, so we just gotta deal with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna run ahead, kill these enemies that are gonna spawn. There we go. There you go. Normally these guys do a lot of damage. They'll actually knock out a 5th of your health bar if you get hit. Thankfully we go by so fast, they either do very little damage or no damage at all. I'm just going to wait for a guest spot here, which is his name, to start moving. There we go. Come on. Come on. Why are you not moving? There we go. He's very, very, very slow, unfortunately, and we just gotta deal with him. There we are. And we just gotta wake him up. Come on. And done with that.
Hooray!
Yay. And it just takes forever to get up and start running, so. Crossing my fingers here that we have a donation and let's get that 3K. Only got a couple minutes left. Alrighty. Come on, there we go. At that time, he wasn't actually that slow. Usually it takes like 5-10 seconds to start run and stuff like that. Actually, a little tidbit here. You might have heard it in some of these cutscenes if you have good ears. You might have heard Geralt like revving up in some of these cutscenes, which is I think it's pretty funny. But you might hear that, you might not. I can hear that, but I don't know about you guys. And then we're coming up here. We would normally, and if you play casually, you would go up the left side, up that little winding path that we were at earlier. But there are a bunch of harpies there that we just don't want to deal with, so instead we're just going to go up the right path, which is a little bit faster. We don't got to deal with the harpies. He's going to fall asleep here as well. Come on. Let's go. Alright. This is a spam me to get him to wake up. Here we go. And let's go, Gaspar. Get up. Let's go.
So, what is it brought you to this strange place?
Here you go. And we're pretty much at the end of the Isle of Mists.
Just kind of turned out that way.
Not too keen on talking about it, are you?
Not really.
And here we go. Perfect. And let's say hello to Siri after this cutscene's over. We'll pause on the dialogue for a second here just so we can say hi to her. Say hi. Now say bye. We'll be seeing her in a quick second, but you got no time. If you want to see us save Lambert, someone's gotta put down a big donation here. And actually, the game likes to troll us here and take our crossbow out of our inventory, because the game knows we're not beating it fairly. So they're trying to slow us down, but thankfully it doesn't really do anything for us. And now we're going to be heading into the Battle of Kaer Morhen. Just got a little conversation here we got to deal with.
The Battle of Kaer Morhen. We know there's a battle coming. We have Ciri, and the Wild Hunt is after Ciri, and we've kind of picked up tidbits here and there of specifically the Wild Hunt chasing Ciri. So now that we have Ciri, we know the Wild Hunts are gonna come after us. But as a team of Witchers, we are going to fight back. And
Yeah.
we are
Alright.
going to prepare everything.
So we gotta close these portals. Alright, we got the first one, all good. Oh, we're technically in, oh, ooh, wow, okay, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I miss. Whoops. Here we go, we got the second one. Uh-oh, I missed. Whoops. Okay, enough with the jokes, alright. I doubt we're gonna get a high donation. We're pretty much at the end here, so we just get another donation total check just in case someone donated at the last second for that incentive or that challenge.
Unfortunately not. It looks like Ciri is going to be living another day.
Alright, Lambert is gonna be dying, unfortunately. The bid war is still open for save slash kill Ciri, so you still got time for that. But unfortunately, we will be killing Lambert. That's sad. He is pretty mean to us anyway, so.
He doesn't even like being a Witcher.
Yeah.
It's something he openly states. Which
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, so if I recall correctly, you still got about 25 minutes or half an hour to donate for that incentive. So please get those donations, and we wanna see Ciri dead. She's a pretty naughty little girl, doesn't listen to us. But anyway, right here we're gonna turn around, hop on top of these boxes before we get into combat. Pull that lever. And now we're gonna say bye-bye to Lambert, because he is rude to us, and you guys didn't donate. So bye-bye, Lambert.
Bye.
Bye. Again, I'm gonna plug it again. Get those donations in. You still got some time for the save kill incentive for Ciri. The last incentive of the marathon. The last bid war. You guys got this. So now we are in control of Ciri. Basically, Ciri was supposed to stay in the keep because we're trying to rescue her and not have her die or get captured by the Wild Hunt, but she doesn't listen to us. She's a naughty little girl. Doesn't listen to us at all. So she just ends up going to fight. And that's it. We're gonna open the gate.
We have to open the gate for them.
Yeah,
And-
Siri, being a child of elder blood, she's always been protected. It's kind of like, hey, don't take risks. So she's very ambitious, and what she wants to do, she'll do it. But that's how it is, and I mean, that's where we are now. So she went ahead and is fighting because she feels like it. She wants to help, and here we are. So right now we're trying to close these portals with a bunch of diridium bombs, and these, or what we call D-bombs, just to be short, is their anti-magic bombs, to say the least.
Yeah, sadly I did a pretty bad job of closing those portals. I got hit a number of times and I lost my bombs, but that's alright. So actually coming up is our first instance of the ending choice here. So basically for the ending you need if you want the Ciri Witcher ending, you need to have 2 positive choices or more. And for the Ciri Killed ending you have to have 3 negative choices or more. And there's also a Ciri Empress ending, but that requires some additional side quests that is just not marathon viable. So this is the first choice here. So we're just gonna say no, and we're gonna have a negative choice here. Doesn't really matter. The next choice we're gonna do will be a positive choice, and then the choice after that will be either when we save Ciri or kill Ciri, depending if we get positive or negative. So I'm gonna plug it again. Let's get that paperwork going. We all want to see a Ciri killed. Get those donations in. Alright, here we're coming up to Bald Mountain. Nothing special. This can be a little bit scary. I have lost runs here, unfortunately. Some good runs too. So hopefully it doesn't happen today.
I believe you got this.
Yep, it's not that difficult if you know what you're doing, and you be a little careful. And usually during my runs, I throw caution to the wind, so we're gonna play it a little safe as it is a marathon run. But normally I would throw caution to the wind and just do the hard strats. So right here, we're gonna head up to the top of Bald Mountain, but this lady here who kind of regulates the passage says that only Ciri can go, so we have to complete her challenge here so we can get access to the path to Bald Mountain. So we're gonna do that real quick, pretty simple. And now we're gonna head back up top here and go talk to her again. And now they're gonna open the gate and let us go up to Bald Mountain. We're gonna fight the first general of the Wild Hunt. I'm just gonna quickly equip some skill points here. There we go. We gotta wait for this Marika to start moving over here. Hopefully I said that right. I didn't mention this, but I'm terrible at names, so I apologize if I butcher anyone's name. Anyway, we're gonna be following her for the next 20 seconds or so. And we are coming up to a very annoying boss in current patch, and he can be trolly in old patch too, if you're not careful. So this guy does a lot of damage. He will kill you in 2 hits if you're not careful. So we're gonna try to be a little careful here since it's marathon. So we have a Thunderbolt there to increase damage. We're gonna be using Quen here as a little shield. We can take 1 additional hit. Actually, we're just gonna be spamming fast attack here and try to kill him. There we go. That looked easy, but it's very risky and scary, so thankfully. And I've actually been known to, and there's a little fall here, and I've been known to clip ledges here, so let's try not to have that happen. Oh, okay. Yep, we still clip a ledge there, but thankfully we did not die. Usually when I clip a ledge there, I die. It's very scary and annoying, especially if you're on a good pace. Thankfully we didn't do that. Now we're going to see the crones here once again, in their true form. So we're actually going to be focusing on the Weaveress and the Whisperess here, because those are the 2 that can teleport. The Brewers cannot teleport, so... And we're going to try to get behind them for more damage, because you have a higher chance of getting crits if you hit an enemy from behind. And in my practice run earlier today, I actually almost died. So, thankfully we have good health here, so we're good. And, oh, there we go, 1 down. And is that going to be 2? That is 2, and I'm just going to deal with the brewers here. Again, going to go behind it to get more crits, deal more damage here. And we're done. Cool.
Nice.
So we're done with the currents here. Now Geralt is gonna go fight Imlerith here, one of the generals of the Wild Hunt. We hopping up here, equip a Thunderbolt here, just so we have more damage. And we're gonna try to skip his second and third phase here. Should be pretty easy. It's got a spam here. Oh, I'm just getting hit. Alright. There we go. Nice and easy. Normally that fight is a lot more annoying and difficult, but we just got right through it. Spamming enemies with fast attacks in old patches. So OP. That's also one of the main reasons why this category is so much faster than current patch. As well as Roach. Roach is annoying. We don't gotta deal with them.
Can I make a quick announcement?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So, an update on the bid war is that we actually now have Kill Siri in the lead, thanks to a very generous, anonymous $100 donation.
Wow. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I applaud you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was
No.
anonymous, and there's no comment, but looking at the poll, it looks like it all went to Kill Siri, so that's now in the lead.
Thank God. Okay.
Whoa.
Let's hope that's not.
Awesome.
Let's hope that's not overturned. But we still got a good 20 minutes here. But let's hope that's not overturned. Maybe get some more donations in for Kill Siri to make sure that we that stays in the lead. I mean, it's my own funeral. I donated $10 to save Siri earlier in the marathon, so that's all right. We just got a little. Just got a little. We gotta wait for Avlok here. We've got some very big sand crabs we gotta fight here. So we'll let that happen.
What's going on? Wonderful.
Yeah, we should make a goal. Can we hit 3K? Thanks to that $100 donation, we should be able to hit 3K now at the end of the marathon. Or by the end of the run, even. New challenge. Let's do it.
I think we can do it.
Yeah, we got this, guys. Come on. If anyone donates just a little bit, we'll get to 3K by the end. $5 each. Yeah, so this is the point where we lose Avlok. We're basically traveling around to different worlds to try and find Gels, which is the second leader of the Wild Hunt, and to convince him to switch sides. So I'm gonna do a little risky strat here and not die. Ooh, okay. Oof. I'm gonna try here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might die. Yep. Okay. Never died there. Like this gives you even more time to donate. Alright. So it's gonna re-equip the speed glitch here.
Well, the deaths like that way back there, or no, what am I saying? Getting a death this late in the run is impressive. Let me tell you that there are so many other places.
Oh god. Okay, and I'm trapped here.
gone wrong.
Alright.
that
Try for it
it's
again.
really impressive.
There we go. I have come very close to dying there on multiple occasions, but I've never died there until today. That is unfortunate. That is a very risky strat indeed. Normally I would actually just go around and do the safe route, but I've now taken the risky route, and now I love to do that now. So now that I've died there, I'm going to reconsider my options and maybe not take that in good runs. Anyway, we're pretty much done with this quest. We're going to be talking to Gels here, and I got to convince him to switch sides. So yeah, Puzzle, go ahead if you want to talk about the story here. There's a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, so Gil's the person we just spoke to. He is, he helps guide where the Wild Hunts can and can't go. So he's the teleporter, does his magic to pretty much help teleport where the Wild Hunt, aka the enemies, go to. It's a big job, and we're here to convince him to be on our side and not send reinforcements, which is scary in a sense, really, because we're talking to the enemy right here who wants to get Siri. But Giels does decide to join by not sending reinforcements. So Giels essentially does nothing, but it benefits us in helping Siri and do all that fighting and whatnot. So even though a bunch of people do come and fight us, there's a lot less. And specifically, again, right here, we are doing a lot of minor preparations for everything that's coming up. We're pretty much getting ready for the final end of the game, which I am really excited for, because we have Ciri, we have all the sorcerers, we fought off the Wild Hunt from Kiera Morin, so we defended our own home, more to say, and we are going to be on the offensive. We are gathering all our allies from Skellige, the Bloody Baron, Nilfgaard, all of them to come help us fight against the Wild Hunt. So right now we're preparing all that, and and specifically right here again, Ciri, or what you just saw, Ciri wants to thank some of the friends that she's been around while she was out on her adventure. So we're helping Ciri, preparing, talking to our friends Yennefer and other stuff to get some more insight, some details. There's one sorceress who's currently locked up, and we are going to catch this man who has broken out to ask us how'd you break out, so we can break out our friend. So again, it's a lot of preparing, getting ready, and more or less a lot of that for right now. But it's all exciting stuff. It's for the big giant finale with all the fighting. So, and again, right here we're juggling a bunch of quests. So as you see, Ciri's been following us. We've talked to Yennefer, picked up a quest, are talking to some clowns and jesters, and going to complete Ciri's little segment, but then we're going to go back and complete the other quests that we've started. So.
Right here, there's a side quest that we're skipping right now. These circus guys want us to steal some horses from a stable, and that is very slow and is not necessary, so we're going to skip that. And yeah, so we mostly been doing series quests here, but we stopped on the way to start Yennefer's quest since it's conveniently on the way. So we're also going to be poking the Yennefer's quest here. So Zoltan can spawn either outside or inside, and he spawned inside. There's really no time difference between if he spawns inside or outside, but I prefer that he spawns outside because it's just easier. And now we're going to be doing Triss's quest. So Zoltan was actually part of Yennefer's quest there. So we got to rescue someone out of prison, and Zoltan's gonna smuggle in some beer to get those guards drunk. So it just makes it a little bit easier for us to get out, and it's a free time save basically. Just gotta talk to him. And now we're doing Triss's quest here. So this is the point in the run where actually some routing can be done and some strategy is done. One of the only points in the run where we can actually change the order to do, because there's no forced order that you can do these. You can do these in any order that you want. So we're gonna be doing the most optimal order right now. I'm gonna try to kill this guy with a shield on the right first. There we go. If I don't kill that, yep. If I don't kill that guy with the shield, he becomes very annoying. But thankfully, if I go in fast enough, I can kill that guy before he even takes out his shield. And then the game likes to troll us here and gives us the wrong sword for this boss fight. Thankfully, we can just switch swords real quick and just kill him. And I am on fire, but that's alright. We're gonna wait for us to get out of combat, and we're gonna jump over the gap. There we go. Almost fell, but we're good. And now we're done with Triss here. And we're gonna finish off this section here by doing the Yennefer stuff. And for this, we actually have to travel over to Oxenfurt, so we're going to be using the signpost here real quick. Alright. So while we go talk to Yennefer and go down to the well, if you have any quick donations, good time.
haven't gotten anything since that 100, but
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
are super close to 3,000. So
Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to think of an incentive to get that last donation.
I think every incentive has been met, unless we want to throw in the runner for our finale. Threw in like 4 incentives, and we accepted one initially, and then made one as a bonus incentive when all of our like original what's it called? All of our original incentives had been like smashed. I could try and convince someone to maybe put another one of the incentives from that game in, and price it so that once we meet that incentive, we get 3K. But I don't know. I'll have to ask someone about.
Yeah,
that.
I can play one of my favorite side quests if you want. If we hit 3K by the end of the run. I don't know if you guys want to do that, but that's a good incentive if you guys are up for it.
I think we're too late into the run, honestly.
Alright,
Sorry about that.
no worries. Let's try to hit 3K by the end of the run at least. Be a great achievement. And if we're so close.
If they notice me.
Alright, so we're going to try to kill this witch hunter here, or the prison warden, because we need his keys. And since all the guards are drunk, we can just pass right through the guards here, and they're not gonna notice us. That jump's a little scary, but thankfully we don't have to die there. Then now we're gonna head out of the prison, and we're gonna be finished with final preparations. Just go wherever, we can get all the guards alerted, doesn't matter at all, because we're gonna be out of here anyway. And now we're gonna talk to Zoltan here. And he's just gonna teleport us back over to Novigrad and the Kingfisher Inn. There we go. And this is the second part. So this is what the second choice that we're gonna have to make in terms of the ending here. So we're gonna be doing a 1-2 here. That's gonna give us a positive choice. So if you're not following along, we have one negative choice and one positive choice. And so far Siri Kill is in the lead. So looks like we're gonna be doing the next choice is gonna be negative, and hopefully we can keep it that way. Yeah, but you got, if anyone's interested, we got about maybe a little less than 10 minutes. I don't have my timer, so I don't know the exact time, but yeah, a little less than 10 minutes. Hop onto that boat there to just trigger this cutscene a little bit earlier. We're gonna try not to fall in the water as I talk to Avlog there. Perfect. And that's it. We're not gonna be visiting Novigrad or Velen or Kaer Morhen or anything like that anymore. We're just gonna head off to Skellige and stay there for the rest of the run. So we just got a couple cutscenes here. Nothing important. And while we do this puzzle, if you have anything, that'd be great. I'm actually gonna meditate here because I'm at low health. Play it safe.
Yeah. So we went ahead and saved. They pretty much saved all the sorcerers, and they're all talking, thinking of a plan. And right now we're trying to gather up some information on the Sunstone. It's pretty much a powerful magical stone that's going to help us, or that Giles is going to use to help us in the fight. Something exciting about all this is more and more boat rides. So,
well, we're gonna skip all of them.
yeah. Oh snap! Yeah, this is the old patch. We skipped all the boat rides.
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing.
So a quick thing about this fight, real quick, is this fight can be annoying, and I have died here a couple times, and it's kind of annoying. But you want the NPCs to help you, but sometimes they just don't help you at all because they suck. But looks like they're helping us enough, so we can just clear out these guys real quickly. And all right, last guy here. Yeah, again, we are under-leveled, so we do a lot less damage, and our sword is also a little bit broken, so we do a lot less damage than we normally would. Oop. There we go. Okay. Run dialogue there for a sec. And now we're going to be heading off. We're going to be finding this guy, the old man, for this information about the Sunstone. Alright, good. So, basically he's looking out for this mythical creature in the water. He's been doing that for all his life, so I'm going to be talking to him. And this creature just spawns out in the background. And we just don't tell him about it. And he misses out on a great opportunity, but thankfully he does tell us about the Sunstone, so that's all we care about. So we're going to be heading back over, we're going to be talking to Yennefer and friends. And now this is a good point, you only got a couple minutes left on that incentive, so... Let's try to get the 3K. If you've got any donations you want to... Any donations you want to get into this run, this is your chance, last chance. So right now we're going to be heading over, we're going to be swimming over to the Sunstone and going to be grabbing that first instead of going to the Avalox Laboratory, which is normally what we would be doing first, but it's actually faster to grab the Sunstone first, so we're going to be doing that. And right now we're doing nothing here, so if you've got any donations, let's try to push it past that 3K.
And right now we are doing the quest Child of the Elder Blood.
Alright.
And we're essentially learning about Ciri, her background, Elder Blood in general.
Alright, well
Things like
I'm assuming there's no donations, so please, someone, I don't know how much left we have to 3K, but I heard it's pretty small, so just drop that amount in chat. Donate that amount. It's for a good cause anyway. You've probably got like 15 minutes till the end of the run. Let's try to get that 3K. We got this, guys. But yeah, we're heading into the cave here.
Let's go.
This cave can be annoying, and I have lost a lot of time here because I wasn't careful. I'm gonna try to use the crossbow here to get the siren down. That can get her down. There we go. Okay, she just came down by herself. That's all good. There we go. Okay, so we don't have to wait for the bridge. We can just climb right up there. No problem at all. Gonna kill this golem here, because there's a very special sword in there that does a lot of damage that we're gonna grab. There we are. All good. I'm gonna be equipping that sword real quick. This is the sword that we're gonna be using for the rest of the run. So at this point, probably got less than a minute left for those donations on the incentive. If anyone wants to snipe, although I recommend you don't do that because killing Ciri is the best option. Yeah, a little bit less than a minute while I finish off this quest here. So we're just moving some mirrors around to get the Sunstone to spawn. Pretty simple stuff. So, okay, we're gonna hop up here, grab the Sunstone. That's it for the Sunstone, and now we're going to be doing Avalox Laboratory, so we kind of did it out of order. We did the Sunstone first, then the Laboratory second. So we're going to be heading over to there now. And this is where the third and most important choice comes in, for what ending we're going to get. So we're going to be heading back here. We're going to fast travel over to the Laboratory, because the signpost automatically gets discovered for us, which is good. And now we're going to be entering the laboratory here. When using Yud in here, I don't have a Thunderbolt, unfortunately. I would normally use that, but that's alright. Gonna strong attack him to try to get rid of him. Gonna try to hit him from behind as usual, to do as much damage as possible. Okay, here we go. This is a pretty bad fight, unfortunately, but that's alright. All good. Yep, so we're basically just going to ramsack the laboratory here and see if we have anything. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to close the incentive, or the bid war. So, if I'm correct, we're going to be killing Ciri, unless someone sniped it at the last minute.
There was not a snipe, no.
Alright,
We're
perfect.
going
We're going to be killing Ciri, so this is the final dialogue choice. We're going to hit 1 here to kill her. So that's it, we have and we have another choice right out here, but it's also going to be negative because it's this choice is very slow if we end up going the positive route, so we're just going to skip it. So yes, we now have 3 negative choices and 1 positive choice, so that means we're going to be killing Ciri at the end of the run. And there's really going to be no effect to that until we pass all the boss fights, so I'll point that out when we get to it. But yeah, so we're going to be swimming through all the ships here. Normally you would probably be shot and get killed immediately, but we go so fast that these guys cannot aim. I'm going to swim right here. And then also you would normally meditate tonight here to make it a lot easier, but we can just go like this. And then now we're coming into the final boss fights of the game, so hooray. We're attacking an Avlok here. I think it's got a couple cutscenes to deal with, and we'll come into the boss fight. Oh, and Laura, yeah. By the way, you're not muted. Yes, and we're coming in. So this is the first boss is gonna be with Siri here. So this is the final boss here that we're gonna kill. There's not that many story elements that's gonna happen here. There's a lot of stuff happening at the end that we're gonna try to explain. So sorry, Puzzle, if you want to get some stuff in. But yeah, first boss here. We're gonna try to get him to his first phase before he teleports away. There we go. Then now Geralt comes on the scene here. We're gonna get the speed glitch back up. And then this boss likes to teleport around, which is annoying, so I'm gonna try to deal as much damage as possible before he teleports. Where is he at? I don't know where he's at. There he is. There you go. And that is the final boss. So now the ice kind of breaks under us, and now we're swimming in the water here. Apparently the water is very cold, but thankfully I'm just sitting in my nice cozy office here, so the water's not cold for me. But now we're coming in. We're going into a small escape sequence here. And we've got to find Siri. And then now we're coming into the final boss. So the second final boss of the run. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to skip his second phase entirely. So we can get behind him here. Try to get him down to at least a quarter health to get him to his second phase here. And ideally we're going to get him all the way down to 0 HP. And skip his second phase. Looks like we got that. Perfect. Well, sometimes it doesn't work, even though we got him down to 0 HP, so we'll see. Oh, nope, okay. That did not work. And my camera's a little weird today. Other than that, alright. So normally we would not have to fight in this phase, but unfortunately the game glitched out and it's still making us play the second phase, and I died. This is why I like to skip the second phase, because I tend to die here a lot. But anyway, we'll try that again.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that...
Yeah, more time for that 3K. Oh, we gotta re-equip the speed glitch here. We got another shot of skipping the second phase here, so we'll try that again. Alright. Oh, alright. We're not gonna get it this time. Not a big deal. Oh, I got hit again. So be careful because he can do a lot of damage since we are under-leveled. Is that gonna be it? Ooh, come on. And now I'm dying here for no reason, so apologies for that. But again, more time for those donation incentives. Let's go for that 3K, come on. Alright, come on. Up. Alright, well, not skipping the second phase again. I'm gonna try to play a little bit safe here. My camera is kind of at a weird angle here. My controls are a little messed up, but I'll try to play a little safe here so I don't die a third time. That would be embarrassing. Alright, there we go. Finally, made it fast. We're gonna wait for the quest to update, and we're gonna go through the portal. If you go through the portal before the quest updates, the game will soft lock. So we're not gonna be doing that today. And yeah, that's the final boss. Kinda unfortunate that I died there twice, but that just gives us more time for donations, so. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this escape sequence here. We're supposed to use a horse halfway through. We are not going to be doing that because it is very, very slow. So, let's skip right past him. We're going to climb up this rock here, and we have to have the game save here. There we go. If the game doesn't save there, we're not going to be able to get to the final cutscene coming up here. So I'm going the wrong way. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so the game doesn't save there. When we get up to this bubble coming up, the game just won't update and won't put us into a cutscene here. So we would just die. Yep. So here we are. Since we got the game saved there, we're able to get through this cutscene. And we're coming up to the final dialogue choice here. So a lot of people think that this choice matters for the end of the game, but it actually does not. So yeah, so any donations, this is a good time for it. Any final ones of that?
Not quite, but
Darn.
yeah.
Well, you
happens.
got 30 seconds left. Get those donations in. But yeah, this is the bad ending. So thank you all for donating for this. This is also the fastest ending.
Woo! Save the praise!
Yeah, we all love that. So there's a werewolf there that we're gonna skip because he's slow. I'm gonna try to get our way to the swamp village here. And this is the final boss. And the time will be when the cutscene fades in. So I'll point that out. Oh, okay. Trying to kill her here before she teleports away, but alright. And time. So good. Actually, what was the final time on that? Because I don't have a timer running.
I'll see it in just a second. 2:09:19.
Oh, that's actually not a bad run. My PB is a 2:03 something. I think it's a 2:03:24. So not bad for a marathon run. It is better than my practice run I did earlier today, so that's good for that. So yeah. Anyway, so that's The Witcher 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's pretty fun. I'm actually going to be running this at UKSM in about 2 weeks, so if you guys want to see some more Witcher 3 action, go check that out in about 2 weeks. I'll be posting my stuff on my Discord and Twitter, so go check that out, and go follow my Twitch page. I run The Witcher 3 a lot. I also do some casual games. I actually own the SNES, and I'm going to be playing A Link to the Past for the rest of the week while I just take a break from practicing, so if you guys want to check that out. And if Puzzle, if you got any plugs, go right ahead.
Yeah, feel free to join the Witcher Discord community. It's gotten a lot of new traction. We found some new strats thanks to new people coming into play. So feel free to join in. We're on speedrun.com, The Witcher 3. Feel free to join. Everyone give a round of applause for nicnacnic for doing everything he just did.
Thank you,
it's
thank
not
you.
easy. It's kudos to him and all the runners that have been showing this entire marathon. And
Yeah, I find this run easy to learn but hard to master, and I just remembered that I did say earlier in the run that I was going to show that one quest that we did not complete. So let me just skip the credits here and show that off. So yeah, when you're done with the game just puts you in Kaer Morhen here, tells you there's nothing else to do for the main story. So that's it. But you can still go around and do all the side quests and stuff like that. But we're not going to be doing that today. We don't have the time to do that. So I'm going to skip this dialogue here and let me show that quest real quick. Let's see. This one. This is the one that we earlier. So we didn't follow Kira. We didn't go through her portal. We just skipped all that cutscene stuff. So yeah. At that, I'm gonna leave it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed these the Spyro block coming up. And yeah, looking forward to the end of the marathon. Let's push for that 3K. I'll just pass it off to the front for now. Thank you for watching.
Alright, well thank you so much for your run. Before we have our Spyro block to end off the marathon, we do have one more set of games, so the next 2 runs coming up, you're going to see QT and No Delivery, both by Teddy Ross, so stay tuned for those.